What's going on, everybody? Welcome and welcome back to another episode of Gag with Geach. I am your boy Geach, and listen, y'all, I got another food stamp foolishness for y'all. So without further ado, let's get right on into these videos.
Benefits. Because of those work rights and those income guidelines and changes, over 2 million Americans will lose their SNAP EBT benefits. Welcome to Republican world. Welcome to the big, beautiful bill. You know all them people who voted for Donald Trump, a lot of y'all was getting EBT. Over 2 million, y'all won't get them no more. Nope, they gone. Your benefits are gone. Don't be shocked. You voted for this. You voted for less benefits, so you're getting exactly what you deserve. I can't believe it's only 2 million. And another 4 million will have their benefits reduced drastically by at least 50%. Welcome to the world of Donald Trump, where he's going to take all your resources. He's going to take all your food. Oh, yeah, groceries high. So how you going to eat? You're going to eat less. You're going to lose a lot of weight. You won't be getting no snacks no more. Them cookies and candy. No, for over 2 million EBT recipients, you don't have them no more. And over 4 million would be slashed by more than 50%. Get used to it.
What I'm not understanding is, why are some of you rejoicing about people losing their ABT and SNAP benefits? Like, what is that going to do? It's not going to do anything for you. It's not going to get you extra eggs, extra bacon, extra milk. It's not going to do anything for you. So why are you so bothered by what someone decides to do with their stamps? Oh, all they want to do is not work. Not everybody who receives government assistance is lazy and doesn't want to work. Like, y'all haven't messed up. You're not going to receive any extra money on your check. You're not going to get anything by somebody possibly losing the way they provide and feed their family. Why do you care that much? It doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother me enough for me to say, yes, it's about time. It's about time what? What is it going to do for you in your life?
Well, as y'all can see, food stamps has been cut. They have been cutting people food stamps off left and right today or whatever or whatnot. And I am so happy they are cutting people food stamps off. Y'all been sitting on these food stamps for 2-3 years. It's time to work. It's not fair to people who go to work every day. It's not fair to women who got multiple kids, but she go to work every day and she can't get food stamps. It's time, you guys. Y'all got to work. And it is what it is, and it ain't what it ain't. I'm happy that they're cutting food stamps. I'm happy. People, if you can work, you don't need food stamps. You can walk, you don't need food stamps. You can move your hands, you don't need food stamps. I said what I said. So are you guys happy they are cutting food stamps? And hold up. Now, if you disabled, I think they deserve food stamps. But if your ass can work, it just is what it is. Ain't no reason you should have been on food stamps for 5-6 years, boo. Thank you, Donald J. Trump. I approve that message.
Okay, so I know I am going to get some backlash for this video. And ask me, do I care? Don't. Anyway, I am so disgusted from the videos I am seeing out here in reference to Trump cutting food stamps, the housing, the Section 8 housing. It's not funny. It's not funny because there are people that really need housing, that need food stamps. It's hard out here. And everybody is not just sitting around being lazy and don't want to work.
Y'all, so Donald Trump is finally agreeing that he will be shutting food stamps down. And I'm happy about it. I think too many women feel obligated to the government's finances. The government didn't make you drop out of school early and have a bunch of kids. The government didn't make you to have 4 or 5 baby daddies that's not in your child's life. The government didn't tell you, hey, don't go to school, don't be this and don't be that. But when the government started to help you guys out, y'all thought that y'all could sit around and lay up on the government for the rest of your life, and that's not what's gonna happen. Trump is making people get out and work. Do like you did in the old days. We didn't have all this extra stuff. You had to get out and go do what you had to do. And now in this day and age, everybody got a chance to, the government's gonna help me do this, the government's gonna help me do that. They don't owe you nothing. Trump don't owe you nothing. The government don't owe you nothing. Get out there and do something for yourself. Stop raising your kids around on Section 8 housing and thinking they're gonna get grown and gonna be something. That is a lifeline that will be cut short.
Oh yeah, and for food stamps, you gonna have to work 80 hours a month to receive any type of benefits, on top of not being able to buy junk food. So you know that's about to cause an uproar. Then let me put the icing on the cake. It is now illegal to be homeless. So even though you getting kicked out to the streets not welcoming you with open arms. So what you gonna do? It's all on you, volume 2 now.
So the people who are getting kicked off of EBT or severely cut, but there are no jobs, but the government's like, if you want to eat, you have to have a job. What's the workaround? How is that going to work?
You know, that's a very good question. But there's work out there. You just haven't been hungry enough to go find it. You see all these people that's crossing the border? They were hungry enough. And they were on a mission to change their life. They came over here and took it because they weren't dependent on you to take care of their ass. You know, all those ones that's considered illegal, they're not supposed to be able to get food stamps, Section 8, and those kind of benefits. But some of them do.
If someone you know or you depend on food stamps, pay close attention. Major changes are coming under Trump's big, beautiful bill. Let me break down what's changing, when it starts, and how it could affect your SNAP benefits. Now, here's the timeline. October 1st, 2026, state will begin tightening SNAP eligibility. That means stricter income checks, faster recertification, and more documentation just to stay qualified. Now, on December 31st, 2026, the new work rule begins. If you're 19 or 64 and don't have a documented disability, you will need to work, volunteer, or be in some type of job training at least 80 hours per month to keep your benefits. This applies to parents of school-aged children. Unless you have a baby or a toddler at home or some type of medical exemption, you will be expected to meet those work requirements too. Now, October 1st, 2027, states that make too many mistakes managing the SNAP program will face financial penalties. For example, New York had one of the highest error rates in 2023. Under the new law, they could be forced to repay up to 15% of program costs, which could result in title enforcement for everyone. This isn't to scare you, it's to prepare you. If you're able-bodied, now is the time to plan ahead. These changes are real, they are coming.
You know what I'm sick of? I'm sick of the food stamp office, okay? Okay, hang on. Before I get myself worked up, I just came here to talk about how I went from literally $1,700 in food stamps for a family of 3, okay? I don't work. I stay home every day. I'm not able to work, so I should be getting the
$1,700 for a family of 3. That is a lot of food stamps. Ooh. I don't know what she buying with all them food with $1,700. I see she got some checks and stuff up there on her refrigerator. So cereal and all that stuff, but yeah, that's a good little bit of food stamp.
maximum amount. Especially because he needs cereal, chips, pop. He needs all that. And I need my energy drinks.
He needs cereal, chips, pop, or what we call down south soda. He need that, or he want to see. That is why a lot of these food stamps getting cut, because you ain't, I know this administration is making it where you can't really buy stuff like that. You got to buy your kids healthy stuff, but he need pop and stuff. I don't think he need. That's what you want to buy with it, but hey, y'all, this is what's going on.
So I'm not gonna have this taking me down from that much. And they took me all the way down to $120, which they didn't even tell me why. I just got this notice in here. It says they were cutting me back on food stamps. So now I'm really going to have to cut back on everything. He's not going to be able to have his pop no more. He's not going to be able to have his cereal every day for breakfast and his chips that he eats all day long. Wow.
Oh man, that is from $1,700 to $120. Yeah, they cut her something serious.
Hey, thanks.
But yeah, everybody, I appreciate y'all for tuning into another episode of Gad with Geach. That's all I got for y'all in this video. But drop down in the comments, let me know how you feeling about, these food stamps getting cut, and some of the conversation you heard with the people in these clips. And let's get the gags popping down in the comments, and I will holler at y'all in the next video.